I need a reference point. Give me one movie you liked in the last year or 2 years. Or in your case, the last movie you saw, which was probably 10 years ago.
That's good.
The truth, you want the one I saw the other night was great.
What?
The Last King of Scotland was
great.
That was good.
Damn. Oh, darn. Of course it's a great movie.
I didn't know a big fat guy was ever the King of Scotland.
You said you were going to watch it last night, did you?
Of course not. I watched DVR'd American Idol because, see, this show affected me. We played the clips yesterday, so now instead of watching Last King of Scotland, I went home and turned on the TV and the DVR, and I watched the American Idol from the night before.
With Crazy Girl?
See Crazy Girl and little fat black girl that lost her mind and started crying, and crazy, stupid gay guy. I had to watch.
Yeah, the gay guy is just whatever, man. You're not going to be the next William Hung. It was so over the top, it wasn't believable on any level. Excuse me.
But we had speaking of American Idol, had a little show meeting yesterday after the show, and was informed that Bush Baby guy and Real Life Cartman.
Real Life Cartman that is a little slow.
Yeah.
He's like a Special Olympics athlete.
Yeah, he's an athlete. And Bush Baby guy have an agent and are doing the media tours. They're doing all the talk shows, and were offered to this program, the Opie and Anthony Show. And I was like, fine. But as we're talking to these people, I don't care what I bring up. If an agent comes over to me or a publicity person and says, no, you don't talk about
go
this.
There.
Don't talk. No, they have to go now. It's like treating them like it's Brad Pitt coming into the studio. I'm going to punch somebody in the face. Probably the retarded kid because he can't punch back.
No, some of them are strong.
I'm a faggot. But, yeah, they get their retard strength. It's legendary. It's legendary. But Real Life Cartman, I want to hear him. I want him to come in and sing. I want him to sing. I don't want a publicity guy going, no, he's not singing. They're doing like a thing where, no, sing, fat boy.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I want to do.
I kind of want to play Crazy Girl again now.
Oh, was that the last one? The girl from the
girl that we were
just kind of came in all happy, and then she lost her mind.
On yesterday's show, we were trying to figure out what was wrong with her. And
she can't sing,
and we decided she had
bipolar.
Bipolar. We're going with.
Yeah.
This girl is nuts. It gives
I have bipolar bear.
Bipolar. She lives in the North and South Pole. Thank you.
This girl gave me chills when I was watching American Idol. Yeah, there you go. This girl was giving me chills when I was watching American Idol the other night. It was just creepy, and I was just thinking to myself, there are people walking around the streets of New York that are just like her that could snap at any moment, just not stable whatsoever. Her name's Sarah Goldberg.
Yeah, it was
Sarah Someone has to know Sarah Goldberg. We want her on our radio show.
Yeah.
We want to make her snap.
Oh, what? She has an agent? They're not taking any? She's in hiding?
Sarah Goldberg. Is this worth doing again?
Yeah, play a little Sarah Goldberg.
Because you didn't see it.
I didn't see it yesterday. But because you played it yesterday, it made me miss the Last King of Scotland. I had to watch this Crazy Girl, and believe me, I was not disappointed.
Were you a little freaked out, though?
A little freaked out. You know what I'm surprised we didn't pull a clip of when I watched last night? Was that girl who was so upset that her father wasn't proud of her.
Oh, yeah.
And she had to leave.
Yeah.
She went to the audition in New York, I think from Ohio, and didn't tell her parents that she was staying with friends.
For 2 days.
For 2 days. Came to New York to audition and could do nothing but cry.
Yeah.
She was a cute girl, too. And she just is crying, and she starts getting into, like, deep stuff, like, my father's not proud of me, and all I want him to do is be proud of me. And you're looking at this poor girl going, what the hell is this sleazebag father? Because now everyone that knows this family is going, boy, Bob's a real son of a bitch.
What a scumbag.
What an ass. Give the girl a kiss. Tell her you love her.
Right, geez.
God, Bob, you stink.
What the hell is Bob doing to his daughter after hours?
He screwed her up.
That's a great point.
The guy's just going off to work in the morning and smacking her in the face.
Right.
You're a piece of crap. You ain't worth nothing.
I was thinking that, like, he chains her to a bed or something when he goes off to work.
Chains him and stay there, slut.
Dan.
Bitch.
That was the observation.
Oh, That's all I was thinking last night is this poor girl.
I'm looking at the girl, poor girl, but I'm not thinking, Bob's the people Bob works with.
Yeah.
Going, what a
looking,
douche.
going, boy, this guy, he ain't half the a-hole. He's happy at work. He treats me nice. And then all of a sudden he goes home and calls his daughter an ass. And she's trying so hard. It actually was, when she came out, she, dropped to her knees pretty much and was just crying her eyes out.
The beauty of the story, she makes it to Hollywood.
Yeah, she makes it.
Because American Idol, they've been setting us up nice this year where they...
Oh, you don't know.
Where they give you the big, huge profile like this sob story, and you're like, oh, wow, this girl...
Obviously, they make it.
This girl's going to Hollywood, and then, no, they yank the rug out from underneath her and kind of say...
Yep.
Because you do stink, just like the profile was showing.
You're right. In past seasons, if they did a profile on someone, you automatically went, all right, don't even show
Hollywood.
the audition. I know they make it.
This is where this girl came from. But this year,
they're on to us.
Yeah, this year it's like, no, they set you up big time and go, nope. She's as lousy.
Gone.
She's as lousy as this profile shows.
We like to, give you a little more information so you can maybe have some kind of relationship through the television with this person. Know a little bit more about them. Build them up as a person. Make them likable. So then we can make you really feel like crap when we pull the rug out from under her. But this girl was really upset. And she comes out and she was just all she wanted was her daddy to be proud of her. And she comes out just weeping like crazy, tears running down her face. And then they did a phone call.
Yeah.
And Ryan Seacrest is there with the phone, puts it on speaker, holds it, and then they're talking to the father.
Can I jump in really fast? Because I will not allow American Idol to get to me.
Yeah.
Because I start feeling for that girl. I'm like, oh my God, you got emotion in your body. Ugh.
Yeah.
I started getting just a little moisture on my eyes. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. This is hilarious.
You're not doing this to me.
You're not doing. I know what you're doing. You're pulling at the heartstrings here. I'm not going down that path. So I changed. I was starting to go with it. I'm like, no, I want that phone call to be horrific. I'm hoping that the father is going to say something like, I still don't approve.
I don't. You get home, you're in trouble.
Right, exactly.
You're not going to Hollywood. Come home now.
Her nickname is Mistake. All right.
But anyway, go ahead. But I had to just jump in there.
So they get her on the phone, and she's talking to her father. They put the call through to the father, and she goes Daddy, please don't be mad at me. I went to New York to audition for American Idol. I made it up going to Hollywood. Oh, Daddy. And Ryan Seacrest even chiming in going, are you proud of her? This guy's like, yeah. And then she goes, I love you. And he's kind of like, yeah, love you too. It wasn't even like, I love you, sweetheart, or something nice, or, oh, I'm so proud of you and everything. It was just like kind of, yeah, love you.
I bet you American Idol, they didn't have the balls to do a cold call.
Yeah, they set it up beforehand. Had to.
I have to pick everything apart, and Lindsay hates it because I have to just wreck it for everybody. I'm like, blah, blah. I bet that they actually talk to the father for a few minutes to make sure he's going to be okay with this. And then they set up the call all right, we're going to call you cold and make believe like you're finding out for the first time.
Well, it was a panicky Pete call because she's crying. She's on the phone. She goes, Daddy, I have something to tell you. Don't get mad. All I was thinking, if I was the father, forget about it.
Yeah.
All I would be thinking is,
you'll do what we tell you to do, you dirty, low-down sluts.
Well, Negro.
Wasting your time with a black.
It's the crying phone call.
I was waiting for her to say, I slept with your partner to get to New York. Or
something. And the father's like, well, what's the matter?
A lot of people are pointing out that the dad could care less, just like
he could care less. You could tell from the phone call.
Yeah.
This guy could care less, and this poor girl, just all she wants in life is daddy's approval, and this scumbag can't give it to her.
I turned to Lindsay, I go, man, there's a stripper pole in her face. When it goes, unless she wins the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because you know what American Idol's all about. Name one person that went to Hollywood last year.
Yep.
That didn't make the actual show. You can't do it. Right now, she's famous. Absolutely. That stupid Ian guy. The weird gay Gloria.
Yeah.
You're always on the run now.
Oh, how much do you just want to punch him?
Yeah, he's famous right now, of course. But in another week, no one's going to give a crap. And if this girl doesn't make it all the way to the finals, no one's going to remember her name. And then hence stripper pole in her future.
She ain't coming back from Hollywood. There's a nice place on Sunset.
That's what.
It's a nice club.
Yeah.
That's what Dad was thinking. Call me when you're in the finals. All right. Don't waste my time.
The father would be like, "Oh, you made it to Hollywood?
Yeah.
That's good.
Good. Big deal. I've made it a lot of places. Look where I'm at now in life.
$5.
Still a nobody.
You know, $5 gets you. Doesn't even get you $3. Go ahead, crap on it.
And the kid is the kid's crying.
It's a raise. Is somebody telling me I was good?
I didn't go to school for 2 days. You're in college. Who cares?
Gloria, you're always on the run now, running after somebody. You're gonna get him somehow. I think you got to slow down before you start to blow it. I think you're headed for a breakdown, so be careful not to show it. You really don't remember. Was it something that he said or the voices in your head?
He pulled the lyrics, though, out of a Louis Vuitton bag that he had brought in.
Sorry, Rich.
But do you think the Idol... Do you think these people are really that crazy, or they're stepping it up, or
There's
there's all sorts.
smorgasbord.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony. Some are absolutely out of their minds. Some are retarded,
delusional. Some think they actually think they're good at singing, and they stink. There are some really pretty girls that have just been told their whole life, "Oh, you are so good. You should be on American Idol," just because it's some guy that wants to,
It runs the gamut.
Yep, and some retarded people, and some people that know that if they do something over the top and it goes over, that regardless if they make it onto Hollywood or not, they're going to have some fame and get on the news and have their 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Fathead Rosie's speaking out. Did you see this? On this one, that American Idol only uses to exploit retarded people.
Yeah.
You know, enough with the causes already.
It's not exploiting. They show up. You put them on TV. They were actually very nice to the retarded kids, the two, the Bush Baby and Living Cartman.
They were nice, but they were there so we could kind of...
Yeah, that's the only reason they aired it.
So we could kind of point and laugh, because we all have that in us, but most people like to... they're embarrassed that they have it in them.
I don't want to feel this way. I'm laughing at them, and it's making me uncomfortable that I'm goofing on the retarded.
I laugh at every one of them. I laugh at the one. It's a comedy. I don't feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Who cares?
You could tell when someone's good, like the first note that comes out of their mouth, you're like, okay, they're good. Move on. Move on to the retards. Move on to the freak show.
Sundance Head. Sundance Head.
Sundance is going to be a good one. And then that other chick from the same show we're commenting on. What was it, Wednesday night?
I guess.
Is that what it was? She's very attractive, kind of tall.
The Friends?
Yeah, well, the Friends, the friend that second, she came in second, she was pretty girl.
Yeah.
And then there was another one toward the end of the show that was pretty hot.
I missed
and
the last half hour.
Great voice, really good.
Yeah.
So she'll be a contender there. And then the blockhead, the big fat guy with the beard.
Yeah.
Sundance
Head.
But that's the second part of the show where it takes on like the talent thing. There's two parts to that show: the talent competition later on, but we're in the early phases, the retard hour.
But what about the fat girl that played guitar in the street that was completely out of her mind, saying you don't like rock and roll or something?
I don't know.
You didn't.
I don't remember, to be honest. Someone else is saying Dad didn't even know it was her on the phone. That's right.
Yeah. He's like, who is this?
Who is this?
She's crying, saying Daddy, and he actually was like, who is this?
Who is this?
And she goes, it's whatever her name was. She had to actually tell her, like, it's Sarah. What are you doing?
How'd you get my number?
Yeah, what?
I want to play Sarah Gold.
For 2 days I've been in New York. You were gone?
Right. He didn't even know.
Weren't you at breakfast this morning? I don't remember.
He's too busy banging his secretary or something.
That is so. You know something?
There's something
just
going on
based
there.
on that. I kind of you draw these conclusions like he doesn't want to be with his family.
Right. It's not that the father doesn't approve. The father could care less.
What's the guy's name? John List?
I want to play Sarah Goldberg, but now I don't know. We might have to move on to other things.
Yeah.
We got lots to do today.
Yeah, it's all right. We played it yesterday.
It's interesting, though. Do you watch I Love New York? That's the show, man.
No one's watching it, though.
I think it's getting big ratings.
No one's watching it. I don't know anybody. Well,
it's not as
big
as
Opie.
I can't get enough of reality shows.
Is that the one about Greece?
Hey, Sarah. So this is what you were talking about before the break.
Yeah.
And you know what? They were trying to pull at my heartstrings, and they almost had me. This is the one they almost had me on. I'm like, no, I will not allow this to happen.
They got me on this one. Not like crying or something, but I felt so bad for this poor girl that all she wanted was her father's approval, and she's crying her eyes out.
Do you ever get teary eyeballs ever?
Yeah, I told everybody. I did when I first saw Ghost.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When that single tear comes down Demi Moore's face, I kind of was like, I'm watching the movie, and it wasn't even a conscious response. Like I'm watching it, and the music is playing. Oh, my darling, I hunger for. And the single big tear comes out of her big eyes, and this was when she was really cute and everything, and the tear came down her cheek, and I found myself, and I'm watching the movie, and out of nowhere I went like, and I'm like, what just came out of me? What the hell was that?
Your Kotex.
Yeah.
Al, if you dumped out of that, then you're messing up our show.
Well, I had a tear.
Don't dump out of that.
I had a tear from Simon Birch.
Oh, the one with the little kid dancer kid?
No,
the little fidget.
He was kind of like retarded, like compact.
He wasn't retarded.
I thought he was talking about the dancer kid.
No, Simon Birch. And he's brown at the end.
Just because he's a little compact thing doesn't mean he's retarded.
I made a mistake.
Thing.
Keep your afflictions.
You're upset because he's calling him retarded. You just called him a little compact thing. What the hell is?
It looks like you put a normal 10-year-old in the old garbage compactor.
Just squished him down a little bit.
Squished him down a little bit, and then said, "All right, walk across the floor so I can laugh at you."
That's the worst. When you're with a girl and a tear, you don't want her to see it. You know, if you're watching a movie and a tear, like, I'm not crying. You know, you got to be like tough. You know,
the worst thing is being alone, because if you're with a girl, there's a way to control it, because you don't want to like be bawling for a movie in front of a chick. But when you're alone,
you know how you control
there's no one around, so you're like, oh boy.
You control it by, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some dessert. Yeah. You want something? Just get up and
what you do?
Leave the room.
You bite your tongue till it almost bleeds.
That makes you cry.
And no, it won't make you cry. It takes your mind off of things. Or sometimes you take yourself out of the movie. You picture the cameras and a director and everything, kind of just telling the person, all right, now cry or do this or and then it takes you out of the movie, and you don't get all emotionally worked up.
My sister and I.
Okay.
We used to cry.
Fags.
If you hear this song, if they find it, when my parents were getting divorced, we were like second grade.
It's your fault too, by the way.
That's what
children's fault
and
always.
There was a song by Sonny and Cher. I have to go now, so kiss me goodbye. And it's about a parent getting divorced and a father leaving, and it would come on in the car, and me and my sister would just be crying. I would just cry. My mother's driving this big old one of those round like Fords or whatever, and we're bawling because my dad is banging someone in New York and is not coming home again. Thank you for ruining my life.
There's Rich in the car.
Song's about us.
All right. Here's Sarah. It all started with Sarah. Anthony finally saw American Idol from the other night. He DVR'd it, and this is the one they really wanted us to really just start crying.
Just wants to make Daddy proud.
By the way, there's a ton of people listening right now. They cried their eyes out during this scene.
Yeah.
My name is Sarah Burgess. I'm from East Palestine, Ohio, and I'm 19 years old. My parents don't know I'm here, and I'm auditioning in New York. They don't want me to audition, especially my father, and I don't think they understand.
She was holding it together.
How much this means to me and how much this is my life.
I think you see when she cracked.
This is like everything to me. Me and my dad hit heads all the time because we're so different. But I love him, but he doesn't. We're on different levels with things that are important to us. He never believes in me and everything, and I really want my dad to tell me how proud he is of me and that he knows I can do it. Because I always hear how disappointed he is. I never go up to his expectations. Never.
God.
This father is a scumbag.
He really
What a scumbag. And like I said before, everybody watching that knows this girl and knows the family, I would go over. Hi, Sarah's father. Bam! Just punch him in the face and go, could you kiss her, pat her on the head? Give her a little support, you douche. Help the girl out. She's crying her eyes out, and all she wants is your, support and love.
She wants to be known as Daddy's little girl,
Daddy's little girl, and you treat her like
Daddy's little
crap.
disappointment.
Well, maybe she hasn't accomplished anything in life, and she has been a
She's a
disappointment.
kid. She's 19 years old.
Who else was praying after that she was toned down? I was like...
Oh, that she just stunk. That would be good. My father tells me I can't sing, but I know. He's right. La.
Well, let's hear.
Here she is.
All right.
That was awful.
And here's Sarah singing after that emotional introduction.
Yeah.
I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next American Idol.
Without understanding, I saw the sign. And it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong.
You don't have to play the song. It was in my head at full volume as I was getting dressed this morning.
Oh, really?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I woke up with it just firmly entrenched in my head.
I've been singing that one, and Gloria, you're always on the run now. Shut up. Yeah, I saw the sign. That will be stuck in your head all weekend long. That's how we spread the virus.
Yeah.
Because you'll be cursing us going, effing Opie.
Some people just bawl over some dumb movies. Got to be kidding me.
What?
Lord of the Rings? You saw that one?
That one... Harry and the Hendersons?
Oh, my God.
What the hell? Look, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You cried over Harry and the Hendersons?
I couldn't help it, man. I couldn't help it.
What part?
That movie just tickled me pink inside. I couldn't help it.
Well, you should be crying when you say tickle me pink.
What part?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You don't remember what part?
Right at the very end when Harry's forced to go back.
Oh, to go back into the wild, and they had already made
John
friends.
Lithgow just sheds a tear. That gave me a tear in my eye.
Yeah. All right. Well,
thanks, guys. You rock.
all right. Carry on, faggot.
Did you cry in Casino when they batted Pesci?
J. Bill on Pal Talk is commenting. He goes, I cried too, but I was like 5.
All right, listen. Here's Sarah talking to the judges. You missed a parrot making a putt, Anthony.
Yeah, the
you
putting
talked about
parrot
this yesterday.
But now he's taking a little ball, and he's supposed to climb a ladder with the ball.
Yeah.
And he's not doing it, and I think his handler wants to squish him.
Wouldn't it be impressive that the parrot just climbed a ladder? Why does he have to have a ball in his mouth or his beak?
Because it's more impressive, because then he uses it and plays basketball. Look, he plays basketball, too. That's great.
Wow, he just dunked a very tiny, tiny basketball.
Thank God he's playing basketball. If he wasn't, he'd be out on the streets robbing people.
Yeah, that's impressive. But let's see you do that against LeBron James, you parrot.
Or a crow.
Right.
There's no one defending a crow. Again.
That's the line. I went with LeBron James. The line was against the crow.
Yeah, in your face, parrot. In your face.
Yeah.
Punk mo.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sick of the parrot. Enough about the parrot.
Yeah. Well, that's very good, Rich. You can come back anytime.
Crow.
All right, Crying Sarah introduces herself to the judges and then sings.
Your parents don't know that you're auditioning here.
No.
They think you're at a friend's house in Ohio.
Yeah.
Do they not want you to be a singer?
No.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
What do they want?
It's my dad.
What does he want me to do?
It's again she brings up the dad. It's my dad. He's an a-hole. Again, she just brings up the dad thing, and they all go, oh. And I'll tell you, cuteness goes a long way, man. Because if this was some slob and she's crying over a father, Simon would have just been sitting there going, okay, stop singing, enough. About your father.
Do you have a doorbell over there? Hello?
Yeah.
Sarah's dad? Are you Sarah's dad?
Are you Sarah's dad? Because you really are a scumbag. I just want to punch you.
You know, but see...
Hello? Who is it? Yeah. Is that Sarah's dad? Yeah.
I know you're in there, Sarah's dad.
Please go away. I'm not talking to anybody.
They're just
leave.
They're just lining up to punch Sarah's dad in the face.
I'm waiting for a FedEx package, and I can't open the door because people want to beat me.
You know,
if this is my daughter, just leave.
You know, there's another way to look at this, too. I bet you... Well, I don't bet you. That's so stupid. But it really is. Imagine Sarah's dad just maybe didn't let her stay out past curfew, and this is her way of getting him back.
She went way over the top drama?
It was just some dumb thing.
19-year-old girl drama?
Right.
My father doesn't... And he just dotes on her all the time, but one day...
One stupid thing.
He did something.
He didn't buy her a Louis Vuitton bag at the mall.
No, let me tell you something. You don't come out crying like this girl did for one thing. She only wants her father's love, and she ain't getting it.
Well, you know what? If sometimes you say things to your kids, and people, like the other night, they trashed me because I told my daughter, and I thought it was positive. I go to my own daughter, I go, "You got a black girl's ass," right?
You told your daughter that?
Yeah, because it's round, like it's not like a white girl's ass. And I was just telling her, I go, "You got a black girl's ass."
Dude, no wonder she's drinking and doing.
No, that was my younger one. That was my younger one. And all my friends are going, "Dad, you can't say that to your kid. That's positive reinforcement."
She should have said, well, that's handy because a black guy's using it.
Dude, that means she's got a big ass.
No, round, not like a white.
Oh, it's got like a nice shelf?
Yeah.
You were telling your daughter she had a nice ass.
I wasn't going, you have a nice ass.
How do you not avert your eyes from that?
I was complimenting my kid.
Complimenting on her ass. That is not something a dad does.
Yeah. You're trying to build up your kid's self-esteem.
You talk about our cans, too? Those are nice. You got a nice set on you. Thanks, Dad.
Hope you don't have hair. I didn't know.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Rich.
Good old Rich. Back to Sarah. Let's go. Yeah. Crying Sarah.
Yeah. What does he want you to do instead?
Definitely not this. He's not supportive. He says, if you go, I'm not helping you with school, and
Whoa.
I went. I could not just not go.
Got it in your heart, right?
Yeah.
Prove them parents wrong right now.
Cover me with kisses, baby. Cover me with love. Roll me in designer sheets. I'll never get enough. Emotions, they will come and fall. Emotions come, I don't know why.
Song to our father. Hey, how about a call?
Call me anytime. Call me, I love you. Can call me any day or night. Call me.
Wow, I had no idea she had a really good voice. I was too busy looking at how hot she was.
Yeah, she's got a lot of range.
You take the visual away, and you actually could focus on what a girl's saying.
She was nervous, and she had just got done crying her eyes out, and then she can, just kind of belt the song out.
Nice.
She went from crying completely down to... That could never happen in a board meeting.
Peterson, your presentation? Well, if you look at my charts here, you'll see profits are up. Wasn't Peterson just crying? It's amazing. What a businessman. My father never gave me attention. My father always wanted me to go into the family business, and I wanted to be in insurance. As you see, sales for December have been...
That's a good point, man. Turn on a dime.
Only a 19-year-old doll on American Idol can get away with that crap.
If the girl has this much talent, the father has no clue.
Yeah.
We need his address.
Sarah's father, we're waiting for you out here.
With pitchforks and torches.
I'm not coming out. I love my daughter. What's her name? Sandra?
Sarah.
Sarah, that's what I said. Jesus Christ. This bitch is getting me in so much trouble. I can't leave the house.
You got all kinds of people out in front of the lawn now. They're coming in like the Mother Mary image just came. You know, you got Hare Krishnas yelling at them, Klan members.
People with pitchforks and torches. Come out of there, you.
Said that already.
Yeah, I'll listen on the replay.
Okay.
And then I'll hear myself repeat what you said and feel embarrassed and turn all red.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
We don't listen on the show.
Woodstock 5.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. The judges rate Sarah.
Simon?
I like you, Sarah. I like the fact that
You're pretty.
You've just done this. You're not the best singer we've heard. You're not the best singer in this competition. But I think you are a trier. And I don't think you have a bad voice. And I like you. I do.
I actually like you, too. I think that you got a different sounding voice. I like it's kind of a little covered. Ooh, but I kind of like it. It's a different kind of tone, and I like it be different. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, and I just want to be home at night watching and have your father go. I can't believe it, and see you moving ahead.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you. I think that you are one brave girl.
Okay, yes or no?
I think it's across the board, one big, huge
It's a big yes. Welcome to Hollywood. Be proud of yourself. That's the way to do
Be
it.
proud of yourself.
Way to go.
Dog. That's what I say.
Who was that girl, Carol? Who was the other judge? Carol, who was it?
Songwriter.
The Joan Collins lookalike was...
Oh, my God. Yeah,
was.
just
Carol
like Joan
Sager.
Collins.
She used to write with Burt Bacharach.
Burt
Oh.
Bacharach.
Her and Burt Bacharach had a few hits together.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. I think they were married, too.
Were they?
Yeah, and they were writing a lot of hits together, and then she went off and wrote a bunch of hits for Phil Collins when Phil Collins went through his faggy stage.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Groovy Kind of Love or something like that, right? Ugh.
She must have won $200,000.
Huh?
Perhaps a bit more than that. I have to do Jimmy's line because he's not here.
Yeah. Jimmy's in Sacramento this weekend.
Sack.
Punchline, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sarah. This is the phone call that finally, 45 minutes later, we get to.
Yeah.
How do you think your dad's going to react to you telling him you lied, but you made it? Are you nervous or are you excited?
Both.
Okay. Let's see if we can. What's your dad's name?
Bob?
Okay. Bob?
Bob.
Let's see if we get him.
Okay, Dad, I have something to tell you.
I'm sorry?
I have something to tell you.
No, I'm sorry you called.
Please don't be mad at me, Dad. This is Sarah.
Who is this? That is just...
And I guarantee he only has one daughter.
One daughter.
I guarantee it.
Who is this?
You could just tell. She might even be just an only child there.
If my daughter called me crying, I have sometimes the first thing is, what's wrong?
Yeah, you would be so upset.
What's wrong? You know, you're like, your heart's beating.
I'm not even a father, and I'm feeling for this girl like, oh my God, if that was my daughter and I got that call, I would be like, oh my God, what's the matter? Tell me you're okay. Is everything all right? Like, I'd freak out. He's like he gives the Jerry Seinfeld answer. Who is this?
I was waiting for him to say, how did you get my number? That was just, I was waiting
how
for him
did
to say,
you get
how did you get my number?
And she immediately was like, Dad, please don't be mad at me. Like, just looking for acceptance.
Yeah, there's some problems at home.
Oh. Let us in, Bob.
We know you're in there, Bob.
You're home, Bob. I could see you through the mail slot.
Candygram.
We heard about you on American Idol, Bob. You can't hide
kiss
from
your
us.
daughter, Bob.
Telegram.
Look, I swear, she was cute on the show and all, but she's a bitch on wheels at home. Could someone take my side on this? Ask her mother. Tell them she's a bitch. She didn't clean her room.
I want an abortion, but she wanted the kid.
Oh, God. Yeah. Takes over my life. I used to have poker night in a Corvette.
Got a 19-year-old daughter. I'm only 34. My whole life ruined.
I didn't want to marry.
How are you supposed to love an inconvenience?
So
Son of a gun. We both had a vote in this, but the hell happened? My vote was ignored.
Oh, that poor girl.
I wanted a boy.
Okay. Please don't be mad at me, Dad.
Who is this?
This is
Please don't be mad at me, Dad.
Who is this?
This guy needs a beating. He needs a beating.
A sound thrashing. The most uncaring father. This guy is horrid. You are a horrible father.
I'm to tell you.
Okay.
Please don't be mad at me, Dad.
Who is this?
This is Sarah, Dad.
There, babe.
Dad, I didn't go to school today or yesterday.
Wait.
And I didn't spend the night at Rachel's. But I went to New York. And I tried out for American Idol, and I'm going to Hollywood. Please don't be mad at me, Dad.
That's terrific. What's that? Great.
Well, you should be very proud of Sarah. She's a beautiful girl, and she's really, really excited
How would you
about
know?
it.
Who are you kidding?
Safe, that's all, you know.
As long as she gets home safe.
Love you too.
Okay, she'll call you back.
And she goes, I love you, Dad. He goes, love you too.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Congratulations.
Who was this again?
Love you too.
He's like,
Sandra?
Like she just called to say she's going to be a little late because she's going to a movie with her friends. Yeah, I love you too. All right. Whatever.
Just was on American Idol, made it through the first thing, and yeah, I love you too. Just get home safe.
Beat out about 20,000 people that day.
Whenever.
I love you too. Whatever.
You don't have to get home safe soon. We've already rented out your room, so don't worry about it.
Right.
Oof.
What's wrong, babe? I thought her father was Sammy Davis.
Yeah. Come on, babe.
Hey, babe. All right, listen. We're going to break because coming up.